Okay. Um, is Caitlin, are you on? I'm trying to like see.
Hey, so I'm here, but I'm driving down the road and I'm about to walk in to pick my son up.
Okay, well, do you want me to wait then?
Yeah, if you put me at the end or like you want me to talk in a little bit, yes, I
Okay.
will, but I'm literally still driving down the road. So,
Yeah, you're fine. That's no big deal. Um, okay. I'm trying to see. Okay, Selena, I see you, so you're on.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, do you want to like kind of share like some of your tips on like how you've been enrolling like freaking crazy? Like when did you start again?
I think the beginning of March.
Okay, yeah, so you're like new and you're freaking killing it. So, do you think you could like
Thank you.
share some tips on like how you just like got going like right away and kind of just jumped in it and how you've been doing what you're doing?
Yeah, sure. Well, a big help came from Katie, and like she has been super helpful with like talking to customers and like having the script, kind of like giving me an outline of what to go off of. But once I got going, kind of got confident in like selling to people and like talking about the business, I learned that a lot of the time it's about being personal. Like most of my LCs aren't even like my friend, like my close friends or my family members. Like they are strangers, like from or friends that I meet off of Facebook or Instagram. So it's just like kind of finding ways to connect with them.
Okay, so have
And
you like used just like people that were already on your social media or like have you been like going and finding new ones or how do you find those people?
it's just like I don't know if you've seen it, but like on Instagram, if you're like scrolling through your news feed and then like it'll pop up, it's like a row of people that it suggests for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like follow them, and then on Facebook as well, like I'll just continue to go to their friends and follow them, and then usually they'll reach out to me for my posts, but mainly it's me contacting them, like cold messaging them. So
Awesome.
yeah.
So do you like follow
And
new people every day or how do you do that?
yeah, I try to like go on like a following spree every like day just to like keep my network growing. And
Yeah.
like I don't contact them like right away. Like on Facebook, I've like built a list, and like instead of having to like write it down myself on Messenger, if like you look at it, there's certain people that have Messenger and it'll show you if they do. Like you can message them after you add them. So like it'll pop up their name and it'll say like message or have like a gray little box saying like new message or something like that. And so I know that I haven't messaged them yet. So when it comes time to like messaging my daily cold messages, I know that those are the people. And so I go all the way down to like the list that is like further back. So I'm not messaging recent people that I've added. So it kind of gives them time to get to know
Awesome.
me.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. So like the ones that are like in Messenger and it says like you've added this personal messenger, you just like
Yeah.
scroll
Let
to
me,
the bottom and like start messaging them.
yeah, it'll have like, I don't know if you can see that. It'll have like a little box that says new.
Yeah.
And so whichever ones have that, like I'll go all the way down to like the ones that are like that I added a long time ago, and I start messaging them. And as I grow my network, it'll start adding more at the top. So I just kind of make that my list.
Okay, awesome. I'm like writing that down because I've never even thought of that. That's so good.
Because it's hard to keep up with like the ones that you haven't messaged as many as friends like I add every day. So it helps.
That's so good. Okay, so like if you were gonna like give somebody a tip for like if they just started, what would it be?
I think a big thing is just keeping it personal. Like, don't make it seem like you're messaging a whole lot of people. Because, like, I cold message, And like some people, they notice my message and they're like, oh, that's It Works. Like they automatically think it's It Works and they think I'm just selling stuff. So like if they start to get kind of discouraged of like the fact that it is It Works, I start relating to their daily life. Like this one girl or messaged me and she kind of went off like the It Works path and kind of like talked about her daughter or her like something that was going on in her life, and like I redirected the conversation to that. So like even if she doesn't buy from me, she'll know that like she'll remember me. Like there's a reason why. Be connected.
Like you're not just another one.
Yeah, like I'm not just messaging her to sell. So
that's so good. Yeah. See, I need to do that because I'm awful. Like people start telling me about their lives and I'm like, okay, like that's good though.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and like if they message me about like a post or something, like I'll talk to them about it, and then if it kind of like they're still not wanting to buy yet, I'll refer back to like if she talked about her daughter the first time, I'll be like, how's your baby girl doing? And like we get into that conversation. So that also helps like getting to know your customers instead of having to go and like look at their profile and like you're actually having conversations with them. So
that's good. Mm-hmm. So do you like keep a list of like all those people?
The ones that, well, like I tried to like keep lists, but it kind of got a little crazy. And then I noticed that y'all had planners. And so I found this planner that's like, it's not like the monthly ones or like it has little spots, like it's one page for a whole day. So like if I cold message and like they respond back to me, I'll write it down. And then I'll go 2 days for the follow-up. Like if they respond to me, I'll leave a note in the next 2 days to follow up on that day.
That's interesting. So like on the day that you message them and they respond, you put it in that day?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then say like if I want to follow up with them in 2 days, I'll go to 2 days and just write follow up April 27th. And I'll know to go back to that day and follow up with those people.
That's awesome. I was like writing that down too. Okay. Is there anything else that like you want to add? Because that was awesome. Those tips were so good.
No, I think that's about it unless somebody has questions.
Anybody have any questions? No. I mean, if y'all have a question, y'all can like put it in the chat or whatever. It's fine. Okay. I was gonna. Let me see who's on here. Okay, McKaylin.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, do you think you could like tell everybody like about how you like got started and everything, and because you how many customers have you enrolled like last month? Didn't you enroll like 18 one month?
I average like 13. My most is 15 so far.
Okay,
going
so
for 30
crazy.
this month, but we'll see.
That's crazy. So okay, and you're like you have the craziest schedule. I don't know how you do it. So can you like tell everybody about like how you like manage your time and like everything you have going on and just how you do that? Because most people don't know.
Yeah. So I try to do at least 1 power hour a day. Like if I can fit up in one, even if it's like right before I go to bed, where I do nothing but follow people and message. But sometimes I can't even fit that in because I have to study until like 2 or 3 in the morning. So like when I'm walking to class, that's like 10 minutes that I'm not doing anything. So I'll make sure I just get on and follow nonstop for the 10 minutes while I'm walking to class. Or if I'm sitting in class and I get bored and start to zone out and I'm playing on my phone anyways, like I'll just try to send out messages for 10 minutes. And if you can't fit in a whole hour, like just 10 and 15-minute increments, like you get a lot done throughout the day. Like you don't realize that, but in 15 minutes, you can send out like 30 messages, even if you're like liking their pictures and like commenting on one. So I just have to make myself focus for as little amount of time as I have, and it's been working so far. So
okay, because you're like in school and like work full time, right? Like
Yeah, I'm taking 16 hours and I have a job which I actually just quit because I don't need it anymore. But
Well,
I'm in
good.
a sorority. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about that. But yeah, my schedule's very full.
Yeah, no kidding. Um, okay, so you'll just like message like 10 people at a time like throughout the day.
Yeah, and like if I have 15 minutes, like I'll try to just sit there and send as many messages as possible in 15 minutes. And usually I can get like 30 or 45, and like I answer anybody during, like, if I have like a set 15 minutes, like I won't answer, and then I'll just go back and answer throughout the day as I have like a spare second.
That's awesome. So like do most of them like order right away or do you have to like follow up with them later?
Very rarely they order right away. Usually they say, oh, I get paid Friday, or ask me at the beginning of next month, and so I'll just like write them down in my planner. And usually, like, if they say it's going to be like a month, like I'll try to message them halfway through and just say, hey, how's everything going, and like not ask about the products, just so that like remember who I am and remember that they're supposed to order in a month or whatever, and then I'll follow up with them again the day they said they'd order.
Oh, okay. That's really good. So
It's with all the other people distribution stuff.
how do you like seal the deal with them? Like if they're like unsure about it or like they're just not like committing to it, like what do you say?
If it's like the weight loss challenge or they pick the wraps or anything, I say, well, do you want to see my before and after pictures? Because I have awesome results from like ThermoFit and greens and the wraps. And usually that always seals the deal. They're like, oh, wow, that worked awesome for you. Okay, yeah, sign me up. If it's something that I haven't used, like I'll just find a before and after picture and be like, my friend had awesome results with this, like check it out. And usually like sending that and then they see it, even if you post about it, like they might not notice that that's exactly what it was. And so if you like send it right in the message and they can look at it while they're thinking about ordering, like that usually seals the deal. And live videos, I've had a lot of luck with live videos. I usually sign at least 2 customers every time I do one. So
Really?
I think just yeah, I need to do them more, but if they can see you talking about it, and especially like when I talk about the ThermoFit, and I've lost 20 pounds in 3 months using the ThermoFit and the greens, and so like just talking about that, and people can like see how excited I am. I had one girl even that kind of wanted to order, but she didn't have time to get on her own computer, and she didn't trust me with her credit card information. But she watched my live video and then she's like, okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and give you my credit card information because like I trust you. And so I signed her up as soon as I finished. So
That
it
is
helps people see
so
that you're a
cool.
real person.
So you just talk about products that like you use every day and stuff?
Yeah. And like when I do I try to do the cleanse once a month. So usually right after I finish the cleanse, I try to do a live video about that. And then I haven't used very many products so far, but the ones I have used, I usually get on and talk about once a week.
Yeah, I mean, you're signing 2 customers every live. I mean,
Yeah.
that is so cool. Okay, that's awesome. So you just get on there and you just talk about the product.
Yeah, and I try to I usually call my mom and practice before. So it doesn't sound good, but I usually just wing it. So
That is so
sometimes
cool.
it works out.
Okay, awesome. I like wrote that down because now I've got to get serious about live videos. Oh my gosh. Okay, do you have anything else that you want to like add about like how you've been getting all the customers or anything like that?
That's pretty much it. I mean, I post every day. Like I try to follow the 3 out of 3 rule every day. I post a minimum 5 times. And that helps, like, so that when you start to message people, even if they don't answer you right away, like they'll go look at their page and be like, oh, okay, this is what she's talking about. And so it helps that they kind of already know what you're talking about before they even read your message.
Yeah.
But,
So do you post about products and the business?
yeah, both. I usually try to do 2 of each every couple hours or so.
Okay. Cool. So do you feel like that's like the main thing for like new distributors is like just to start posting and everything?
Yeah, definitely. Because the more times that a person sees them post about it, the more curious they're going to be. So then when you do send them the message, like, oh yeah, I saw that you were doing that. What exactly is it? And then you can like tell them about it, and they're more open-minded, I feel like, if they already have been exposed to it.
Right. That's so true. Awesome. Well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
You inspired me to do more live videos. Okay. So does anybody have any questions for Michaelin? We're not big on questions. Like anytime I ask if anyone has questions, like nobody.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
I'll take one for the team, guys. Okay, so when you do your live videos, do you like talk about the products, or like do you do the live video of you using the products and talk about
I usually just talk about them,
them?
and like I'll usually like pull out a greens packet or something so people can see what it is.
Okay.
But I just tell about them and tell like how they've helped me and how big of a difference like I've seen since I've been using them, and just kind of like my personal testimony of using them.
Awesome. Yeah, I need to get better about doing live videos too. So. Cool.
Anybody else have a question?
Okay, so when you first start and you don't even like have your own products yet, how do you like post about them and how they work?
I would just ask people that have used them, like, I had never used the hair, skin, and nails or the shake or anything, and so when people would ask me about them, I would just ask Carly because I knew that she used them and she liked them. And so you can use other people's testimonies too. I know it's hard for starting out, which I used the products before I started, so I already like knew that they worked, but just like get people's stories and people on your team, and then you can be like, well, my friend used this and she had awesome results from it, and I'm super excited, I'm about to use this. And so you can tell them what you've ordered too, and that'll still help, because if they know that you trust them and you're going to order it and try it, then that'll make them more likely to like want to order it and try it too.
Okay. Thank you.
Amanda, you're funny. Did that answer your question, Sydney?
Yes, it did.
Okay, were you trying to figure out how to like post about the products or like message about them or what?
Kind of both, because I started Friday and I've posted a couple, but not as much as anyone else has. I've done like 3. I've
Okay, well,
messaged
that's
people,
awesome.
but
That's awesome. I mean, it's kind of like a thing that takes time. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're confident, like with what you're talking about, people are gonna feed off of that. You know what I mean?
okay, yeah.
And your messaging too. Sorry, I just had to cut in. Like, just for the record, this girl signed a Metabolic Burn loyal customer on like the day after she signed up.
Girl, you're fine.
So, Sydney, the important thing is, okay, so like the reason why we message so much, because you're messaging a ton and it's really good. Why you want to post is because when you message people, they're going to go and look at your posts. So it really doesn't matter what you're posting as long as you're posting something. So like taking, post ideas from me or from the couple of people that I kind of told you to look at, that's going to help. Even if you're not confident, like I know Katie and Savannah will agree with me on this. We didn't know what we were doing when we got started, and so we just started doing stuff, and it just kind of worked. So, I mean, honestly, you don't have to know what you're doing to just go for it. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
You're doing good. I'm like not even worried about you.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, teach me how to sell Metabolic Burn, please. That would be awesome.
And I have one thing to add about the posting. Like, if you're worried about posting, like I was, like I talked to Katie about it. I was like, girl, I don't know if I can post that much, because like I saw her constantly posting. I was like, I don't have the discipline to do that. And so like at first I kind of like, I guess you could technically say it's kind of like cheating, but it's really not. It helped me a lot. Like I downloaded an app, and like the night before I would like create my post, and like I found one that it'll remind you, so that all you have to do is literally go post it. But then I found one that automatically does it for you. So like throughout the day, I I would be posting, like it would be posting, but like I didn't have to take time out of my day to do it because it was already done. Like the posts are real. I come up with them. Like I come up with the pictures. Like everything's from me. I don't have to take the time to post it, and it's all like spread out throughout the day. So people, whoever gets on at different times throughout the day, will see my post. And so it's a really good way to get it out there. In the beginning, I had like a lot of people tell me like my hustle and all that stuff, and it's just like I'm really not doing anything besides just creating it the night before. So that might help you get started. And then like now I really just do it on my own time or whenever I get the chance to.
What app is that?
That helps a lot.
I have Apphi, Apphi.
Do those apps cost money or are they free?
No, this one's free.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, and like Carly said, the draft option on Instagram, like you can create a post and then just push the back arrow and it saves it as a draft. So I do that all the time, especially if I'm going to be busy. I just make it and then like save it as a draft. So then like throughout the day, you can just go to your drafts and like post it. Like it's kind of the same thing. You're just saving it as a draft instead of putting it on the app. But yeah, that will help a lot too. And also, guys, like you've probably heard it before, but they always say like it takes 21 days to make a habit. So like if you give it 21 days of just making the conscious effort of posting, and like even if it's setting alarms or whatever you have to do, I know when I worked full time, like I would post during my pee breaks. Like I'd be in the bathroom like posting. It was ridiculous. But if you give it 21 days of just being like super disciplined about it and like making yourself do it, after that 21 days, it's going to be like in your like daily routine. Like it's just going to be natural to you because you're so like just used to doing it. So same thing with messaging. If you do it for 21 days straight and like make that habit, then like after 21 days, oh my gosh, sorry, almost over. After 21 days, like you're going to feel weird if you don't. You know what I mean? Okay. So this is like going way fast. Is Kalia on here? Yeah, you're on here. Okay, can you share some of your tips about like how you've gotten started and really taken off with it and everything?
So, my biggest key to this is just confidence. You have to be very confident with your posts and messaging. Whenever you cold message people, you have to be very confident in it. Be super sweet, super understanding whenever they're like, no, I don't have time right now, blah, blah, blah. And I think it was Selena that was saying, like, try to be personal with them, like, connect with them in some sort of way. Like, today, I cold messaged a lady, and I asked her if she wanted to sign as a DT. And she was telling me that she's moving out of state, and she's about to get married. You just want to be like, oh, well, congratulations on this next step in life. Like, you just want to be very nice. And let's see. You want to post a lot. Like, post it 3 times a day. Your 3 life posts. If you follow Jade on Instagram on the Legendary Diamonds page, she has it all set up for you right there. You want to do your posts, your life posts, and then you want to do your product posts. I get most of my business off of my product posts. Let's see.
So do you have like people, like say you do like a post about like the greens or something, do you have people like come to you about that post?
Yeah, like today I had one guy come to me about it. Most of the time I will go and message people, and then they like, I guess they'll go look at it and then they'll message me back. And I wait to put them down as a potential until they show like 100% interest in it, because I've had some people who would be like, oh yeah, sure. And then I tell them more about the product and they're like, oh wait, never mind. And so I wait until like they show 100% interest. You don't want to push the products on your customers because you can lose them immediately. It's like they feel suffocated. You want to stay away from that. I've had more success on cold messaging complete random strangers than my own like friends and family. Like even my best friends haven't bought from me. Like I get people who are from out of state, like whenever you're just doing your power hour and you're going through and following people, that's where you get most of your customers.
Okay, so just people like through your followers list, or people that liked your pictures?
What I do is I go to people who liked my pictures, and then I'll go through my followers list. Okay. And it's just I am not Katie. No.
Okay, let me tell you, this girl has like at least like 3 to 6 comments on every single video that she does. So don't even.
Oh my gosh.
They does hair, skin, and nails. And they're amazing. So
what we're getting from this whole training is that we all need to do live videos, basically.
Gosh, like it makes my anxiety like shoot out of the roof. Like I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. And even though I do, but like I don't have someone there talking to me. So it's like I'm just obviously you're talking to yourself, and I'm just like, well, yeah, I need to get like a lot better on those.
But you get a lot of action on them?
Yeah, my family gets on them a lot, and then I'll have some friends get on there, and then some people that I don't even associate with will really get on there. And so I think it's the way I see it is that they're watching me and not, it's kind of selfish. They're watching me and not someone else. And so like I'm grabbing their attention. Rather it just be for 5 seconds, 5 minutes. They know that I'm like talking about something, and it's like it's getting their attention.
That's so good. That's such a good point. Because they're watching.
And see, I do most of my Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how I see it. I do most of my business on Instagram. I don't really do it on Facebook. But sometimes whenever I make a post on Instagram, I'll share it onto Facebook. I need to get better with that too.
So are you doing the live videos on Instagram or Facebook?
I do those on Facebook.
Okay. Have you ever done a live video on Instagram? No, I haven't either. Okay. I was just wondering. So what do you do during your live videos? Like you do the same thing as Michaela and kind of just like talk about the products?
See, okay, my number one product that I sell the most is the hair, skin, nails, because I live by that religiously. Like, and I'll even put my own testimony in there. Like my hair never grew, and now I have it like up in a bun. I freaking love them.
Yay.
And I always like share before and after pictures. And but yeah, like I just mostly talk about the product and like what's it for and how long you use it. And then I'll like, of course I'll tell them about like my journey with it, and I will show them the product so they do get an idea of what it looks like. And it's not just like, hey, you need to buy this. You don't know what it looks like, but buy it.
Right. No, that's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Okay, we're running out of time, guys, but does anyone have like a question for her about anything that she just talked about? This is really good. A lot of good info. Especially waiting for them to give you 100% interest. I love that. So good.
Because, like, I mean, I have them written down here in my journal. Like, I have sections of, like, potentials and my loyal customers. And then my potential loyal customers list is, like, hella long. And, I mean, of course, these up here are whenever I first started. And so as soon as someone would message me back, I'd just, like, jot their name down. And then over time, I just learned, like, okay, step back from that, wait till they show more interest in it, and, like, you're for sure that they want this product, and you're just not, like, filling space that could be used for someone else.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was really good, guys. I wrote down so many notes from that. I think I'm going to go do a live video after we get off of this. Okay, does anybody have any questions before it cuts off? Because I know it's going to cut off here pretty soon. No? Okay, was this helpful for everybody?
Yes, it was. It was
It
helpful for
was?
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've been trying to figure out if, like, doing a Zoom every week would be, like, beneficial, or if it's just, like, you think it would be? Yes, Brianna said
Yeah,
yes.
I love this.
Okay.
They're really helpful.
Okay. Then we can start doing these, like, every week, especially during this, like, this 9-day push, because I know everyone has so much momentum, and, like, you know, all of you that, like, shared y'all's stuff today, y'all have been, like, taking off with it. So, I mean, really everyone on here has been really killing it. But okay, so then if y'all have any, like, ideas for, like, what y'all would want to talk about, like, on a Zoom, like, send them to me or something so I know, so we can, like, kind of do Zooms that way, like, by, like, topics. I feel like that would help. So, okay. Any other questions? No. Okay, this is the longest. Like, it says